Hi, how's it going? Today's video I think is going to be probably pretty short. We're just going to sit down and talk. This is pretty much a brain dump of a video. Anything and everything I know I need to talk to you guys about. I know I need to be filling you guys in on. That's what this is going to be. I have no idea how I want to do this. I've just been praying for God to like speak through me as I'm talking about this and everything, and just to be present during this video. So with that being said, I'm not gonna like dilly-dally because this video is like literally update. Let's see, we need to talk about just like life stuff. I want to update you guys on my fertility, and I want to update you guys on my faith journey. I want to update you guys on the house situation. I just want to update you all the way around. So let's do just a general life update. Mental health check. We're in a pretty not great place, I'll be honest. Some days are good, some days are terrible. I don't know why, and it drives me crazy because if you have known me since my high school days, I wasn't open like I am now, as far as like my social media presence, but if you knew me personally back then, you knew your girl was struggling. Like hardcore anxiety was bad, panic attacks to the point that I would physically pass out, like actual panic attacks. Anxiety was so bad I would go to a therapist like once a week. It was not good, and it is, I don't know, I mean, I have worked so incredibly hard to get past that point in my life, and it took me moving to a new town, living on my own, getting a dog, like growing in my faith. Like it took so much for me to get to an okay point where like I had situational anxiety, which I think is common, but the panic attacks, haven't had one of those since I was living up in Altoona, and we were Black Friday shopping and I had an actual panic attack in the mall. There was a lot happening. My hormones, I got my period that day. Pretty sure I had like one of like my ovarian cysts burst. That was fun. Just incredibly painful, on top of like the physical pain, which I have a very high physical pain tolerance. Like very few things like make me cry from physical pain. The only thing I can actually think of is like my migraines when they're so bad. Like that will occasionally make me cry, but not even all of them. Like they have to be like bad. But that was bad. Like I was crying because of the pain also. But we were in the mall. It was Black Friday. We went like a couple towns over. So it was like an hour-ish drive there. The mall was busy, but the mall was busy. Like it was pretty packed. I just like froze up. I started sweating. I was shaking. I was so incredibly nauseous, and I just froze. Like I couldn't move. I couldn't talk. I couldn't like focus on anything. Thank God I was with Max, and my mom was super understanding. My stepdad was very understanding, but Max had been around when I was in high school and I would get my panic attacks, and he was one of the very few things that could actually like calm me down. And he would just wrap me in a hug and just like tell me like it's gonna be okay, have me match my breathing to him, and he would literally hold me until I was okay. And so as soon as he started to like see these things, and I just kind of gave him like that look of like, okay, this is more than just my pain, like I'm not okay, and he instantly was like, wrap me up in his arms, and he's just like, okay, like I think it's time for us to go, you know, she's really not doing well. My mom was like, okay, yeah, like I know something's up, like that's okay, you know, you guys go ahead and head out. But I think the concept of having my first panic attack in over 5 years stirs me up inside more than the actual panic attack itself. I don't know if that makes sense. It just feels like I have made so much progress, like so many steps forward, that to take this like huge like fall back off a cliff, but I know that's what it is. I know I'm being tested. I know my faith is being tested, and I just am trying to stay strong in that. So I'm definitely appreciating any prayers all the way around in my life right now, because we are in a tricky season of life. So that really shook me, and like I'm trying to be very proactive, because I mean we got back to my town and we went to Walmart, and I was fine. Like we went and got a couple little things that we wanted to get that were on sale, and I mean, I was completely fine when we got back home. I was exhausted, but I wasn't as nauseous. I wasn't, like, I could function. I could walk. I could breathe. I wasn't sweating. I wasn't like, I was like shaking. Like, I could not, I don't know. It was so annoying to me. So yeah, that happened. So yeah, as far as like personal mental health, could be better, but I know that the enemy is against me, so I'm keeping that in mind. I'm trying to fight my battles, especially through prayer and just knowing where my heart is, and I know it will be okay, and I just keep telling myself it's just a season. Let's see what else. Okay, fertility journey, which also obviously affects the mental health because hello, hormones. Yeah, so still not pregnant. That's fun. What do you want from me? Come here. She really jumped. She just really went for it. Oh god, I love you. Hey, here, let me move this. This will help your feet. Here. Okay. Well, this isn't gonna work, Chloe. Hey. This isn't working and you're really heavy on my legs where your paw is. That's hurting me. Yeah, that's hurting mommy. Hi. Hi, sweet girl. I love you. I do. You're so kind. Okay, sorry about that. She's just so sweet. She just sits here and looks at me, and like, I know she wants to sit with me, but she just wants to be here. Like, she just needs to be like here. Anyway, so if you are new to my channel, Max and I have been trying to conceive. We tried for, well, technically over a year naturally, which was like over COVID, but my cycles were very irregular. I had gotten the IUD out when we got married in 2019. All of 2020 we just kind of said whatever God wants to happen will happen. I had like maybe 4 periods a whole year, so as far as like trying, it made it kind of difficult, but like I wasn't even having a cycle to track ovulation to like properly be trying. I don't know. So yeah, all of 2020 we had been trying. As soon as like some regulations lifted, we went to, it would have been beginning of January, I went to my regular gyno. They instantly referred me to a fertility clinic, seeing that something wasn't right. And it took, I was on a wait list for a couple months. As of the end of November, it has been exactly 6 months of me trying to get pregnant with my fertility clinic. If you're still not pregnant after the 6 months, they are going to have to change something. So that's where Max and I are at. They actually did like an extension on our 6-month treatment cycle just because now I'm on the wait list to see my like doctor again instead of just seeing my nurses. So I am, the previous treatment cycle that I had been on is 7.5 milligrams of letrozole. My cycles have regulated. Thankfully, that is such an answered prayer, because before I was having to take that medroxy, progesterone, whatever, to like induce my cycle. Then I was having to take letrozole, which was so killer on my hormones. Felt so bad for my husband. Not good for anyone in my life. So thankfully I don't have to take the progesterone anymore, and that I just have to take the letrozole now. So I am on my last round of letrozole that I know of until I meet with our doctors again. We are doing everything on our ends. We're taking all of our supplements, as many vitamins as we need, just really trying to do everything on our part, but we're still not pregnant, so that's fun. So we have another new journey coming up of probably a new treatment cycle, which means figuring out hormones again, getting tested, and all kinds of stuff, which is just a whole new level of stress. Great for the mental health also. Yeah. Let's see what else. My faith journey has been incredibly difficult, but incredibly there. I don't know how else to really explain that. My time with God looks a lot different, and I can honestly say since we moved into this house in July of 2020, it hasn't been the same. Like when I was so deep in the Word, like reading the Bible, studying my Bibles, doing Bible studies every single day, which I know COVID, quarantine, all of that helped because I spent so much time inside, so much time by myself. And since we moved, there's always stuff that needs done in a new house, especially now that we own this house. There's always work and jobs that can be done, things to fill downtime, where before I didn't have that. I was in a rental home. It was just, I read my Bible to stay busy. But now life is busy with a new job. Like, it's just, there's so much happening, and that shouldn't be an excuse, but it's where I'm at, and I'm not proud of where I'm at, but it's where I'm at. So I honestly, I haven't been reading my Bible. I just cannot sit and focus on what I'm reading, or get into what I'm reading, or understand what I'm reading. And I get so mad at myself because I know I did that at one point. I will watch my old videos, my old like Bible study videos, and I cannot believe that I did that, that I came up with that I took what I took from the word and could apply it to my life and explain it to others, because I cannot do that right now. I genuinely cannot do that, and I don't understand why, and I get so mad at myself, and I just ask God, why? How could you take that away from me? Like, I thought that's what he wanted for me, and now I don't have it, and I don't understand why. And I finally realized God's not the one that took it away from me. The enemy is the one that took it away from me. The enemy is the one that is against me and making things more difficult in my life and giving me these challenges. It's not God. I had been asking God why he was doing this to me, and I've changed it to, how is he allowing this to happen? And the Bible says that the closer you get to God, the more the enemy will try to attack you, the harder the enemy is going to try to attack you. And I know that's what's happening in my life. I'm fairly certain it's happening in multiple places in the world, but it's just so challenging to understand that. And because I get so frustrated when I do try to read the word, I've had to find different ways and kinds of time to spend with God. I try to read the Bible as much as I can, however, it just doesn't set in, and I end up just getting mad at me and him and the devil, and it frustrates me. So I have I kind of turned my relationship with God from studying the word to just making him my friend. I have strictly a prayer journal. Actually, it's not a prayer journal. It's more of a letters to God, thoughts to God, just like letters to heaven kind of journal, where I just, anything I'm feeling, anything I'm telling God, talking to him, asking him, wanting him to know, wanting him to tell me, questions, like anything and everything in my life that I am thinking when it comes to God goes in this book. And it's just, it's keeping the communication line open for us, and it's just what is working for me right now. I know it's not right. I know I need to be reading my Bible. I'm just not in a place right now to do that, and so many people aren't going to like to hear that. I know it's not what's right. I know. And that's why I also haven't been talking about that as much. But that's the truth. I think that's how, faith works. I think it will have like its ebbs and flows, and some seasons are going to be easier, some seasons are going to be harder. And that's another thing, is I know God just keeps telling me it's only a season. I need to fight through it. I need to get through it with my head up. I can't let this take me down with my mental health, with my fertility, with, our job situations, with everything. I know it's just a season. And Max isn't at home as much because of his work. Things just get tricky. So I'm thankful for my pups. I'm thankful for my time with God. I'm thankful for my family. I'm just thankful for my life, and I'm excited to see what is coming up, and I'm scared to see what's coming up, but I'm going in with my armor on and my smile on, and just whatever comes, I'm trying to be ready for it. So yeah, that was a lot, but that's my updates. I feel like I've been getting quite a few DMs on my Instagram, comments on some of my videos, just kind of like asking how I am about different things, because I do cover such like a broad topic on like a broad variety of topics on my channel. I have like questions from all the different categories. We have a pretty set plan here. I actually don't know what you're gonna see first. We did renovate a fourth to a half of our basement. Actually, no, it was the end of October, beginning of November, because we were working on Halloween. I remember that. But we did like a half living room, like a carpet thing underneath, and then like half laminate flooring, and we built a bar, pool table down there now. So about, yeah, I would say like a half to a fourth of it's done. We have plans to eventually finish the whole thing, but it was just kind of like an on the fly thing. But we did, like, I vlogged what I could. We weren't planning on renovating it, and one thing led to another, and we were just like renovating it. So I do have clips here and there. I'll probably have to voice over quite a bit of it, but I don't know. That will be coming. I don't know if it's before or after this video. If it's up, I'll link it. If it's not, you'll see it soon. And then I don't think my husband's going to get laid off this winter. It's not looking like it is. He will, unless it's like a terribly cold winter. But when he does have time off, we are finishing the bedroom that we have been waiting to finish until we find out we're pregnant. And because we did not think it was going to take this long to get pregnant, because we have to put new flooring in. We don't want to put new flooring in until we paint the walls. We don't want to paint the walls until we know what gender of a baby we're having. We're just saying, screw it, we're just going to do it, because waiting isn't helping anything. So right now it's a guest bedroom. It's decorated and everything. It just doesn't have like the new flooring and fresh paint and anything. So we're gonna do that. And then other than that, the only thing upstairs is the kitchen. We have a half wall to knock out. And then we're gonna build an island, get new countertops, and get a sink. And then just in time, oh, and we'll add like a little coffee, like, what's that called? Is it a coffee bar? Like, I don't know, but, and we'll build an island for the middle. So that is like the biggest project that we have. That's going to be a little more costly. Oh, and then we'll get appliances too, but that's like not urgent. It's just something like that we will be getting, but I don't think we're going to get that with the initial kitchen renovation, if that makes sense. Yes, so that's where we're at with the house too. I know you guys really like the home renovation video, so I do have one coming. And hopefully I won't vlog us finishing the other room, because you've seen us do enough rooms in the house of just like the basic flooring and paint and stuff. The kitchen I will definitely be vlogging, but I don't know when we're going to do that. So yes, that is all for this video. Yeah, that was all. That was like a good honest chat. That was a good honest like sit down, the real deal. What's up, what's going on? We kept it real. So I hope you guys got all of your questions answered. I hope this video opened your eyes. If this is your first video seeing of mine, if this is the first video you're seeing of mine, I can't even talk right. And now that you know this much about my life, I think it's mandatory that you have to subscribe and stay, because you just pretty much watched my virtual diary. So I think you're obligated to subscribe and stay. I think that's what needs to happen. So thanks for coming. Thanks for subscribing. I love you all. Your support is incredible. Your prayers are so appreciated, and I appreciate any more that you bless me with. And have a wonderful day and a beautiful life, and I will see you in my next video.